Hello and welcome to the Lady Charmaine live show. And my guest today has erased every excuse barrier an individual could have not to succeed. His inspiring story, courage, and commitment to life will inspire you to get up and do something today. His confidence in his abilities, despite his cerebral palsy, which he calls the sexiest of the palsies, landed him his own show on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And here today to talk about his new show entitled Rollin' with Zach. Help me welcome Zach Anner to the show. Hello, Zach, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hello. How are you doing?
I am just great. I'm just so excited to have you on the show today. I was really looking forward to this today. And first, I want to say congratulations, Zach, to your brand new show airing on December the 12th. Are you excited?
I'm pretty through the roof right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited.
Oh, I think I can kind of tell that right now. And Zach, you are really a remarkable young man. You graduated from high school with honors. You attended the University of Texas at Austin. And many people in your situation who would have the sexiest of the palsies probably would not have gone as far as you with your condition. What gave you that inspiration and that push just to keep on going with life and just to know you can do absolutely anything? Did that come from your parents?
Well, it is something that my parents instilled in me. I mean, I wouldn't write off anyone with cerebral palsy. There's some people doing some truly incredible things, but I think whatever success I've had is down to my parents and the way that they raised me, and then the great friends that I've had throughout my life, and they've been so awesome. And it's all been about finding the humor in everything, because, I feel that that's the best way to experience life, is to find things to laugh about and have a good time with.
Now, reading your story, thinking about humor, you also worked on a sketch comedy show, That's So Awesome, and a mockumentary, The Wingman. How long have you been working in television?
Well, this is I would call this my first foray into actual television. The sketch comedy show was on public access, so about 13 people saw it every week. And then I did a web series called The Wingman, which, but all that experience kind of prepared me for this one. I've been trying to do something like this for a long time, so to finally get the opportunity is pretty awesome.
So is this why your audition tape was pretty good, because you kind of had a little experience doing your shows, Wingman, and also That's So Awesome? Because I really thought that was it. When I saw your video, I'm like, okay, he has a little more experience than what I would in television.
No, I think, some of it was the experience, and then the other part of it was that I was just in my underwear, and that really distracts people from a lot of the imperfections in the filmmaking. So I think that's really what probably tipped me over the edge.
Wow. Now, Zach, how did you hear about the Oprah Winfrey audition? Did someone tell you about it, or were you watching the show one day? And what made you want to step out and just say, you know what, I think I can do this?
Well, my mom called me the day that Oprah announced it on her show and said, Oprah's giving away a show, you should totally make a video. And I was like, all right, I know Oprah, she's pretty successful, so she probably knows what she's doing here. And so I put it off for a few weeks, and then I'm like, I got to do this. This is too great an opportunity. So I just got together with a few of my friends. We made a video really quickly and put it up, and the rest just kind of happened.
Yeah, it's history. Wow. One thing I can say is, now, did you think that you had a shot at winning? So when you sent off the tape, did you think that you had a pretty big shot, or you were just hoping that they would pick your video and that we would all vote for it?
Well, I was hoping they would see something in it, but I never expected it in a million years. I thought, my second grade teacher might see it and be like, wow, that's a really nice idea. But, as far as, millions of people getting to see it and it taking off the way it did, never did I expect that.
Right, because I mean, you had like what 4 million to 6 million views, and I watched the video myself.
Crazy like that.
I think I was pretty impressed myself with your video. I must say, I did like your video. And
thank you so much.
now, during the whole process of the show, was there anyone in particular on the show, any other contestants that you thought may have had a chance at winning besides yourself?
Well, it's really funny because I really believed in the other members on my team, and I picked Christina to win. They don't show it on your own show, but I actually said I think this girl might take it home, and then it ended up that we both won. So I was partially right. I was just wrong about the part where I would lose to her.
Now, the one thing I like about you and Christina, she was just on the show earlier. She said she also picked you to win and how you picked her to win as well. And then both of you ended up winning. Oh, y'all so cute. I like that. Well, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Zach Anner. He is the new host of the TV show entitled Rolling with Zach. He is also the winner of your own show. Well, one of the winners, because Oprah picked two. And one of them was also Zach Anner. Now, Zach, tell us about your show, Rolling with Zach, the travel show.
Rolling with Zach is a travel show where I travel to some of the most awesome cities in the country. I count down my top 5 things that I want to do in each city. And we do everything from surfing to dancing to rock climbing to stand-up comedy. It's everything you could possibly imagine. And I just tried to do a bunch of things that would really challenge me and that would be fun for the audience as well.
Now, yeah, because you're surfing and rock climbing. Now, tell me, how was that experience with rock climbing?
Rock climbing is a wonderful experience. I had 2 guys acting as my legs because, as you know, my legs do not rock climb. And the thing is it's more of a physically demanding and painful experience than I would have thought. But it's wonderful when you're actually climbing up the rock things. I felt like a real He-Man there. And it's kind of scary because they tell you before you go up climbing the rock, they're like, if there are loose rocks and a rock is falling, you've just got to yell, rock, 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 rock. And it's like, is that really going to help if a rock hits me in the face that I was screaming rock? But I guess that's the way it works.
Now, tell me about surfing. See, those are 2 things that I've never done. I've never surfed and I never rock climbed. So how was your experience with surfing?
Oh, man, we got to get you out on the waves.
Oh, my God.
Are you down for it? It is absolutely incredible. I mean, you'll see it. I didn't know that I would be able to surf. I'm more of a drowner than a surfer per se. But it was when those waves hit you, it's like the most liberating experience.
See, now, Zach, I'm going to have to wear a shower cap because I am an African-American woman, and you know how we are about our hair. So...
Well, I was wearing a shower cap. I wanted to. I wore a helmet because, I'm very protective of my hair as well.
Oh, good.
That's what makes me my money.
As an African-American woman. Okay, good. So as long as you wear a helmet, I'll wear a shower cap looking like an astronaut out there, and then I'll go surfing with you. Okay, you got it.
It's not, surfing is not about, they might show you this in the movies, that surfing is all about being sexy, but it's really just about staying on the surfboard. So I don't think you should have to worry about the shower cap.
Okay, I just have to worry about staying on the surfboard. Now that might pose a problem. Now, Zach, I read that John Mayer did the theme song to your show. How did that relationship with John Mayer start for him to do the theme song for your show?
When I posted my audition video, John Mayer was one of the first people to, really supported. And once it blew up, he kind of posted on his blog, and then I thanked him in a video. And he came back with another video saying that he would do the theme song if I actually won a show. And he's been the most incredible gentleman, and and he came through with this beautiful song, and it's just been a wonderful sort of relationship. And I just feel honored that he would do something like that.
That is really nice. His friend would step up and do that for you for your show. So, Zach, what's next for you after your show airs? Do you plan on working on anything else? Now, I know you are an internet phenomenon. So do you ever plan on going back to do some internet stuff as well?
I will never leave the internet. The internet is I just feel like this is something that started on the internet, and I love making little fun internet videos. I mean, I just released one this week, and I think that's always key. You've got to make sure that you honor the audience that you have, and the internet is a great way to reach people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'll always be doing it, whether I'm on TV, I'll always be on the internet because I love making stuff.
Now, speaking of the internet, Zach, did you think that your videos would have such an impact on people where people would just love you even before winning the Oprah Winfrey Network? Did you really realize you were going to have that type of impact on people?
I couldn't anticipate the reaction and the touching stories that I would get from people. I just thought, with the video, I'll be myself. I'll try and put a positive message out there and do something good. And then whatever the response is, I'll know at least that I'm proud of what I've done. And then the positive response was just overwhelming to me. And it's one of the wonderful, I think, side effects that this has had is to give people a voice and feel like they're represented in the culture. But I never aimed for that. I was just trying to have a good time and express myself in a fun way.
Wow.
And it's just nice that things like that happen.
And look where you are today. Zach, you have such a positive attitude. If I was to ask you, what legacy would you want to leave behind? What would you want people to say about Zach Anner? So like at your memorial service, we don't want to think about what would you want people to say about you? What's your legacy?
I would honestly, hope that my contribution is just the side of a long line of people who are differently abled, or I think that in the long run, what I'd like is for this show to just be the start of something where 5 years down the line, if there's somebody who's hosting a show and they happen to be in a wheelchair, nobody gives it a second thought. Because, that's the key. If you see somebody who has a disability and then you just say, oh, there's a person who's talented, rather than this is a person who's got to overcome these challenges, then that's the key. What I really want to be is just a good host of a television show. And everything else is just kind of part of who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, that is so fantastic. Well, Zach, I want to thank you for coming on the show. We want to let everybody know to make sure that they watch the Oprah Winfrey Network. If you're in California and you have DirecTV, you can just turn it to channel 279 to watch Rollin' with Zach airing on Tuesday, December the 12th. So we want to make sure everybody watch the show.
Monday, but it's Monday, December 12th, I think.
Oh, Monday, December the 12th. I'm looking at my calendar. Yes, it's Monday, December the 12th. Monday, December 12th. We want to make sure that everybody watch Rollin' with Zach. Zach, do you have any last words you want to leave with everyone?
Oh, just you got to learn to have a good time and just roll with it. And it's at 8 p.m. on Monday.
8 p.m.
At 8 p.m., stop what you're doing and turn on the OWN network, and you will see my Charmaine face.
Fantastic. Again, Zach, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. It was truly a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much.